Good morning. My name is Dean Jones. I work at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. As many of you might know, that I do a lot of videos on towables. This is another towable we got, and it's going to be a lot like the one we saw 2 weeks ago. This is a 2020 Airstream Classic 30 RB, not to be confused with the 30 RBT 2019 that we did last time. It's just another towable pre-owned piece that we just got, and it's a really nice piece, and it's almost polar opposites of the other one, as it's got the dark cabinets and the light leather, and it's also got a rear bed instead of a twin bed setup. So we're just going to kind of walk through this one and show you what this one's all about. There's a few differences, and we'll start in the back. Come on back. So moving on back to the rear bed, the RB, it does have a nice queen, and it is on a lift. As you see, this guy goes up and back. Here, I'll show you. It goes down and up. So it's kind of nice if you're reading or something like that. You do have room all the way around to make the bed. This one came with a couple of nice little lamps, and in those lamps you got little USB ports, and they plug in right here in this outlet, and you can see there's also outlets on both sides and another USB port on the side. You do have the nice accent lighting, full LED lights, and these really nice little complete 360 air vents, blowing nice cold air today. It's a hot day. You do have some overhead storage, real beefy hardware like we showed you on the last one. Lights come on as these things open and shut. It's not magic, there's just a switch there. So anyways, we do have nice blackout shades all the way around. These are blackout shades that do the round windows, and you also have day and night shades, as you see here. Nice pleated high-end shades. We also have a nice little 20-inch TV. Here's your light system for the coach back here. You do have a nice little shower button here, reading lights, your ceiling lights, accent lighting, and this is what moves the bed up and down, so that's a nice little feature there. Two nice nightstands, great storage. There's some remotes for your TV. Nice storage there. I don't know if you want to pan down under the bed. There's another drawer, and there's also side drawers. It's just a little hard to get the camera back there, but you got this really nice linen drawer there. Coming back out of the bedroom, we've got a nice bathroom here. It's got a medicine cabinet below. Kind of keeps this mirror real nice and tight to the wall. Nice deep big sink, not a kind of shallow sink that kind of gets you wet when you're washing your hands. I like how they put a deep sink in there. You do have some storage down there. What's neat about Airstreams are they have a really neat heating system that we'll go into in the living room. But it also incorporates this towel bar. So this towel bar gets warm, so when you get out of the shower on those cold mornings, you got a nice warm towel waiting for you. You do have a foot flush Dometic toilet. And see if you can get a picture of this heater right here, because we're going to talk about it later. But just so you know, this thing runs around the whole edge of the coach. We've got vents behind the bed, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. One on both sides. We also have ways to kind of keep the bedroom private, or if you want to use the bathroom, we've got ways to keep the bedroom and bathroom private, which is nice. We've got a nice skylight up here, but we also got this really nice shower, and it's got with the towel rack, that floor is heated as well. So nice shower in there. They've got a nice little adjustable shower on there. And then on this door, you got a full-length mirror. So that helps in getting ready in the mornings. Nice hardwood door. Now coming out into the hallway here, we got a really nice wardrobe. It's cedar lined. You've also got this really nice safe right here. That's for your valuables, what have you. And with this little cover on, it kind of goes away, you know. A lot of people miss that, so that's a good thing. Again, it's lit when you open. So you're not fumbling around for stuff in there. Below the cabinet, or the closet here, we do have a couple of areas. So this is your 110 breakers, and you have your 12-volt fuses. Now, if this fuse were to be out, you'd have a little red light telling you that, yeah, this guy needs some attention. So you're not guessing and pulling those guys out that often. And that just goes in there. And then you also have some more. This is a couple of, there's your solar controller and some other electronic features. I think there's some satellite deal there. Coming in here, you do have a couple cool, like this is a really nice little spice rack. I love the color of these cabinets. They're really nice. And you also have a nice big pantry for this coach. They offer you a couple more storage drawers, making use of all the space. This is an 8-cube Dometic 2-way refrigerator. Does LP or electric. As you see, there's quite a bit of space there. Now this one's a little different than our 19, is it's got an oven. So we talked about this last time. You could either get a stove, oven, microwave, stove, microwave. This one's got all three, so nice little oven there. And this is a convection, so it's nice. You can bake in both areas, and a really nice 3-burner top. Solid surface countertops. Nice little out-of-the-way hood vent. Real nice, easy to clean backsplash over here. Get a look at this here. This is another part of that heating system. Everything's got these little vents on the side of the wall, the back of the couch, the bed. So talking about that, Airstreams have a heating system. It's called Aldi, and it runs heat all the way around the baseboard of the coach in a big loop. And what that does is it puts a hot air curtain up over these metal sides, because face it, with a metal coach like this, it's going to get a little chilly on the perimeter. So they combat that with this really, really nice, efficient Aldi heating system that's going to keep you warm in those cold nights and cold mornings. So absolutely just a great system. And that's controlled right here. Here's your pad on your Aldi system. Pretty easy to figure, you know, it's just push your buttons and raise your temperature high and low. You also have a thing called an E-zone. That's going to show you all your functions. You can actually run your awning with this guy. You can check your tires. You do have an alarm system on this coach. All your inactive modes, cinema modes. So, and this all runs off an app on the phone too. If you want to sit on your couch and run this guy from your couch, or if you're away from your coach and you want to set the temperature to be cool when you arrive, you can do that from a phone. Really smart system there. This is a nice Fusion audio system. You do have speakers back of the coach. You have them on the front, and I'll show you, and you have a really nice subwoofer under the couch. This thing really gets going when you want to turn up the music when you're out having a good time. Really nice part there. This is a temperature sensor. You got them located throughout the coaches. Coming up here, you do have a DVD player and a power port for this TV, and this is on a swivel. Again, lit cabinetry, really beefy hardware. What's really nice about this dinette, we're going to talk about this dinette for a minute. It does make a bed, real comfortable, but it's got a really cool feature. So if you have to make a bed for a guest, you're not doing like figuring out how to move the table up and down. You just push this button right here, lower it, and it makes that bed. You just add a couple cushions to it and you're good to go. The other thing I like about this table is you can use it at any height. So what I mean by that is if you have a laptop and you want to send some emails, you can lower the table a little bit. You're at better typing height. Or if you want to just, you know, set it up for like to have a meal, you can put it a little higher, a little easier to eat. So very nice feature there. It's not an either or, it's at any given height. Again, you got both day and night shades, both pleated, real nice, real easy to use. Coming this way, we'll just double back in here on some storage here. Again, lit. And nice big deep drawers. Pot storage there. You do have a place for your trash. Deep stainless steel sink. You do have a drying rack. You do have a sprayer. And you also have a nice little silverware drawer here. More storage there. And a little bit more storage right there. I like how they've organized that underneath there. So, coming over here, you do have all these like side skylights, your big skylights up here. You've got LED again throughout the whole coach. Front AC and a rear AC on this guy, and these come through these little ports, and they breathe here. So this is your intake. These are your outputs here. So the couch, so a lot of Airstreams have a bench here with some cushions on it, and this is a built for specific use for the Classic only. You do have the vents in the back. You've got a nice little snack tray there if you'd like to use it. This is Villa furniture. It's really comfortable leather. You also have, that's where your subwoofer is for your Fusion system. So a little different than the 19 that we have, but this thing's really gonna put out some really good sound. I think the last one's a Polk audio system. This is a Fusion. But again, you see the speakers here and the speakers here, and that's on all four corners of the coach. So you really get good quality sound in this guy. And this is more of that Aldi heating system. So again, it goes all the way around, all the way back behind the couch. It's in your booth. It's just really gonna keep you nice and warm in here. You do have a fantastic fan in this coach. Just pop it up and down. It kind of ventilates that hot air when you're, want to get this thing cooled, get that air circulated. It makes it a little easier to heat or cool it. About the Airstream, I'm gonna give you some dimensions. We have a 33-foot, 3-inch length on this trailer. We have an interior height of 6 foot 6 inches. I'm 6 foot, almost 6'1", so that gives you an idea how tall that is. We got an exterior height of 9 foot 9 inches overall, and the width of this coach is 8 foot 5 inches. So the dry weight of this guy is 7788, so 7,788 pounds, with a payload capacity of 2212, so 10,000 combined weight. We've got a 54-gallon fresh tank in this guy. We've got a 37-gallon gray and then a 39-gallon black tank on this guy. We'll go to the outside. I'll show you some features of the outside. And that's going to combine, I'll show you the propane, but that's an 80-gallon, so why we're just giving you the specs, it's an 80-gallon tank. So we'll head on outside and show you what's going on the outside of this guy. So I guess we'll just start at the entry. We do have a nice contour door. You see how it's kind of round to the contour of the trailer. It just fits in there nice and easy. You move this over, now you got a screen door, really easy to go there. Also kind of clips to the door, so it's out of the way. You do have a deadbolt on this guy. This is an easy lock system, so if you want to just push this lock shut it, you're locked. This thing just kind of clips in there automatically. You don't really have to hook anything up or hook a chain to it. It's just, you open this thing fully and it just kind of keeps it open for you. Just a nice solid door, nice solid slam latches, nice solid hardware on this guy. I mean, you can just see how Airstream kind of goes up and beyond on their construction. This is a nice little fold-away staircase, but it folds really close to the coach, so you're not trapping a bunch of road dirt and stuff like that in there. It's gonna come out every time. You got a painted black rock guard around the whole coach. You can see that. That's gonna wear that road a little bit better than that aluminum. Right here, one thing to point out, we got stainless steel covers on all these doors. Really nice quality way to do that. That's going to last forever. You don't see any plastic hinges or anything like that. And we do have on this particular one, just like the 19, we have power scissor front and rear jacks. One button push for the front, one button push for the back. So basically, as you drop your trailer, you level it this way, front to back. And then you just come over to this thing, open this guy up, push this button until these things drop, and it just secures and levels your coach. It's not a leveler, I'm sorry, it stabilizes your coach. Let me rephrase that. We don't want people trying to lift the coach with these guys. These are more just stabilizers. But again, easy to get ready to camp, easy to level, easy to put away when you're heading home. So really nice system there. I like those a lot. Nice louvered tinted windows, keeps the heat out. LED light for the outside. We've got a really nice stainless steel vent for your hood vent. That's gonna, you know, all those cooking steam and stuff like that's gonna come out there. We do have nice old GFCI right here on the outside of the coach if you wanna plug anything in out here, a radio or a TV or something like that. Nice 16-inch aluminum trailer wheels, nice tandem axle, so that's real stable. These alloys heat those brakes real nice and let them cool off, so they're not going to get super hot in there. Getting a look at this awning, you've got this really nice awning, and it's going to have matching fabric through the awning, the window coverings in the back, and this is all automatic through the buttons inside the door. You can lock this closed. But yeah, one button push, it opens, one button push, it closes. Really nice quality fabric. And it also has, if we look under here, we've got, and I'll show you on the back, but all the awnings and all the fabric envelop themselves in their own aluminum cover. So if you see that little louvered thing, that kind of keeps the top of the fabric from getting sunbeaten. We've all seen how that looks. So coming back here, we got a little bit of storage here. I think the guy's got some leveler blocks in here he left for the next guy. But nice, good place for that. You wouldn't even know they're there, but it's nice to have them when you're, you know, those might be good for putting under your levelers and dirt, or if you want to, you know, level one side on the tires, you can throw those guys under there, and they're kind of stackable, kind of Lego-like. Good system there. But just like a suitcase, you just latch this shut and you're good to go. Oop. So coming back to the back here, I was going to show you the covers on this guy. So to demonstrate these guys, this just kind of comes up there, but see that cover right there? That's going to cover all of your fabric when it's being stored or you're traveling. So that's a really good thing. It's going to keep that high-end fabric good for years and years. This Airstream's been equipped with a nice backup camera. I believe there's a monitor that suction cups to the tow vehicle somewhere in the coach. I haven't seen it, but it should be there. That's up there. That's to keep an eye on what's going on behind your Airstream. You do have, and there is some stuff in here. Nice storage here. The guy left some wheel chocks. These kind of go between the wheels. Nice little system there. Something you don't have to buy if you get this coach. We've got a nice little 30 amp adapter right here for you. And some tools, some cranks. But this also has a basement. I don't know if you can get a look in there, but the floor comes out and you got even more storage back there. So the guy has a couple of you know, highway cones in there. They're a nice little RV hose. So this thing has been sold to us with some items in there. This is to hold your, it's a slunky. It kind of keeps your sewage hose going downhill. It's all in there. You also have a little storage right here. The guy chose to put a sewer hose here, although there is another sewer hose compartment in the front underneath, I'll show you. But that's a nice little storage thing. Clips in here, clips in there. You do have more window treatments back through here. So again, that works just like the back one. And again, all covered up in here to protect your fabric. And you also have little locks on these guys that secure these when you're traveling. Coming over here, you see you have some actual systems in this little cubby. This is your city water inlet, so if you go to your uncle's house, you're out in the driveway and you just run his hose over to here, this is gonna run the coach just like the house. City water pressure. And if you're dumping your black tanks and you wanna wash out your black tanks, you can move, put a hose on here. Just make sure your black tanks are open right here, because you don't want it to flood the inside of the coach, but that's a nice feature of the black tanks. Coming back here, you do have your tank gate valves, real nice metal valves here. You've got this is your gray tank, this is your black tank, and you hook your sewer hose up right here, and you have a nice little light there that you can do that at night without too much trouble. This is a tank fill. If you're not going to use water pressure and you want to throw it on here, this is how you fill your tank, that 54 gallons of fresh. You also have a little access to your refrigerator right here. So you need to get any service or anything like that, that's where you do it, at your Dometic refrigerator in there. Right here you do have a cable inlet, so if you have satellite feeds or cable feeds from your campground, you just throw them in there, and then both TVs are live with that signal. This is a little different than the, this is a standard 50 amp cord. So whereas the 19, I noticed there was a proprietary hookup for that, which would probably make it a little harder getting that cord if you needed to replace it. This is the 20, they've decided on this coach to go pretty much standard in the industry. The same cord on this guy is going to be on that motorhome. It's going to be on a fifth wheel. So these are going to be pretty easy to replace, which hasn't always been the case. So I kind of like that upgrade. Here you got an outdoor shower, little handle, hot and cold. Again, stainless steel covers. And then we have a port for our Aldi system. So this is what's going to exhaust all your that nice heater in the side that goes around the whole inside of the floor there. This is where it exhausts, and it also heats your water. So it's a 6-gallon kind of water system on that guy. But again, nice tinted windows, a lot of them. I don't see a whole, being that it's a used coach, I don't see any evidence that this thing was really caught in hail. It's very clean piece still. I don't think it's been down the road a whole awful lot. It's a real clean classic. We'll move around the front. You do have a power jack. Real easy to just pop up and down. You do have a light here. It's right there. You do have a level bubble on it. Like I said, when you first come off of into a campsite, your first level is going to be front to back, and then you're going to go stabilize it or side to side if you need to throw those little blocks under there. You do have a nice little window. It's not a fabric awning, but it does just sit up like that, so to kind of give you some shade or a little bit more light in there either way. We talked about the 80 gallons of propane. This is a really neat little deal. These are actually aluminum bottles. They're not going to be those white, chipped and rusted, barbecue type of bottles. These kind of stay with the coach. You can't take them out and get them filled. And you do have a really nice, easy to read gauge right there. I don't know if you can see that, but all encapsulated in a real nice aluminum box. This would last you trip after trip after trip. That's a lot of propane. We do have, speaking of propane, there's another little outlet right there. You can see if you had like a little grill, you want to run a hose out to the front, get a low pressure grill, you can plug that into that propane stub out right there. Go around the other side. I'll show you the batteries. So this is equipped with 2 batteries. The other one had a lithium package. This one's a straight AGM. But if you see over there, you got another little solar plug. Now, this one has factory solar of 270 watts on the roof, which is a lot of solar. But if you had a little suitcase one and you wanted to, plug that in to maybe maintain these batteries, maybe primarily when you're storing it, that's a great place to do so. But to reference this particular Airstream, our stock number here on this guy is 5U211424. And again, we still have the 19 available. It's right over there. You can see it. We're not just shooting the same video over and over again. We've got a 1930 with twins, and we got the 2030 with the bed in the back. So we've got kind of both options, and this one's got the stove. So that's that one's got the dark leather light cabinets. This one's opposite. So very nice options in both of these guys. We'd love to talk numbers or answer any questions you might have. You can get a hold of me at 720-347-7063. That's my cell. Or you can simply email me at dean.jones@transwest.com. It's been a pleasure going through this coach with you, and we'll see you next time.